Okay. Like heart pounding. It might be graduation, making the speech. It honestly, I'm telling you, there's gotta be hundreds of them, and I can't like think of any of them. But I would say graduation, just not even like graduation day, like on that moment when I was about to make the speech, because at that point I realized if I'm nervous and my voice is like trembling, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. So I might as well calm the heck down, because then I'll at least be able to make a presentable speech. I think it was like the days like leading up to it. It was just like perpetual like anxiety. Like I remember after prom on Fire Island, everyone was like getting ready to go home on the ferry. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe graduation's tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I was like, I am not excited at all. Like I don't want it to happen. Like I was so nervous. But at that point, like I think that one of the important things I learned was that being nervous really doesn't do anything in situations that you have no control over. Like that time was gonna come anyway, whether I was nervous the 24 hours beforehand or not. So I just calmed down, deep breaths. My dad always says, deep breath out. And then because honestly, being nervous doesn't do anything in situations that you can't control. And I couldn't control everything leading up to that. I could only control those 2 minutes when I was up there making the speech. And I think that if I had been nervous and shaking, it would have made it much worse. And I had to just like take the moment for what it was and be calm and confident and pretend I was confident. And in the end, it was over before I knew it, and looking back on it, I'm glad that I did it. I feel like I need to have more knowledge about our current global status in order to answer that question appropriately. I'm sure our economy is doing pretty bad right now. I think that definitely needs to be fixed. I'm in an econ class right now. I can tell you about like aggregate supply and demand. I can talk to you a little bit about externalities maybe. I do some major consulting with some top-notch people who know what's going on. But I'd say economy is important. My dad is a small business owner and he's struggling. So I think we need some economic relief, I would say. It's important. Vote for me. I'm crying.
I was gonna say, are you crying?
I laugh, but that's another quirk. I cry when I laugh. And I have really small eyes that are Asian. Stop. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. Oh my god, I cry all the time. Crying up laughter is like a very regular occurrence. Like it doesn't take much to make me laugh, and it doesn't take much to make me cry while I laugh either. But like crying in general, I do a lot of that too. I always say crying is therapeutic, and sometimes I just need a good cry. So I will cry over the most insignificant things and just like let it all out. All the emotions, I'm telling you, my tears are the floodgate, like everything. Once I cry, I feel so much better. Sometimes I feel like I let things build up and I'm feeling all these things, and then the most like dumb thing will happen and I get a little bit upset and all of a sudden I explode and cry all over the place. And like I am not one of those like little glistening tears. Like I'm like the deep sobs where like you can't breathe and then you gasp because you can't catch your breath otherwise, and it's really embarrassing, and like I can't talk. So like at school I had a few good cries at school, and like I'd just be like either like on my bed by myself or like doing something and just like start crying, and then my roommate would walk in and be like, what's wrong? And I'd be like and like I'm trying to talk and like I couldn't, like you are gasping for breath, you're trying to make a story happen and like explain yourself, but you can't. But then I'm telling you, after you cry and you let it all out, I feel so much better. I'm a big supporter of a good cry. You guys have like in mind, you guys are all smirking. No? That I do. I like fart a lot. And so I do it pretty continually, and I'm gonna continue to do it. It's pretty disgusting. One time, oh my god. Sometimes like I like think this is like can't go anywhere really. But okay, I'll say it anyway. Sometimes I like a lot of the times like can I have the next question please? You
I don't want to see you laugh.
I answered the question. Let's move on, people. But one of my favorite things about high school, and this is like why I cried on the last day of school so much, was just like in high school, it's you see the same people every single day, and like it's a routine. You know when you're gonna see them, who you're gonna see, and where, and when, and what time. And so I remember like every day after ninth period, right outside the gym was where you would see everyone. Like I always passed everyone at that spot. I would stand there, wait around, talk to people, go to my locker and like dilly dally, and like I honestly that was like my favorite part of the day because I knew it was like my routine that like before I went home, it was the last time that we'd all see each other that day and until the next day, and like that's one of the things. It's like so dumb, but like it was so like insignificant then, but like looking back on it now, like I wish we could do that more. And like you knew that then you said goodbye, you like hugged everyone goodbye, but you knew the next time you were gonna see them was 7:20 the next morning. And like now every time you see a person, it's like special and you have to like hold on to it because you don't know when the next time you're gonna see them is. That's what's so hard about college. It's like really weird to think about. I would say, I don't know, career-wise, I've been thinking lately I want to be a lawyer. So maybe that's law school, graduating law school. I don't know how long of a time period that is. So maybe around that. 29. Do people get married at 29? Oh my god, my mom got married at 23, had me at 25. Yeah, maybe I'll be married. That's really weird to think about. I need to start prowling really hard if I'm gonna be married in 10 years. Little Chelsea's on the way. No, I'm just kidding, but getting ready for them to come into the world. I don't know, that's weird. Sophie, stop it. I guess they gotta start planning because I have no bachelor's on my mind and 10 years is coming up. Match.com. How old do you have to be to go on Match.com? 18? I'm 1 year past the date. I'm like, sign me up. Which was better, Match.com or eHarmony? Anyone? No. I'll Google it. I think we dream is like our unconscious mind like telling us something or like processing something or just like doing its magic while we're not thinking about a million other things that are going on in life. And I personally am known for having the most extravagantly bizarre dreams ever. So I would actually be very curious to have like Freud interpret them or something because like they're so weird. Like I don't know what my babysitter trying to bury my parents alive means. Like I don't really know what it means to like have like, I don't remember. I've had some good ones. Something with like a witch and like some licorice was going on in one like a long time ago. Yeah, there's been some weird ones, but I think it's just like your mind being like unrestricted by like your own conscious thoughts and doing its own weird thing. Maybe because I'm a weird person I have these weird dreams. I wish I could remember every dream I had because I have some good ones. And sometimes I wake up and like wake up to pee or something and like I'm like, oh my god, this dream was crazy. And then when I go back to bed and wake up like for real, I don't remember it. But so many of them are like so good that I should get like a dream diary or something. Write those babies down. I could make a novel out of them. I'm telling you, they're so funny. They're great. Some of them are really scary. I cry a lot in my dreams. Oh my god. I had this one dream that like my dad asked me to babysit my sister outside of like the Chocolate Milk River at Hunter. And I was an artist, so I was painting the river. And there's like a big hill that leads into the river or like the lake or whatever it is. And she like fell down it and like drown or something, and like it was my fault because I wasn't watching her. Like I woke up hysterically crying. Like, I cry. I have like it could be like a full like Shakespeare plays with all the emotions going on. You'll be laughing, you'll be crying. Like it's craziness up in these dreams, I tell you. I do, but not in the typical sense. Like I wouldn't like be like flipping someone off. I'd be like, get the heck out of here, you crazy, like something like screaming like that they're a duty or something. Like, and also I'm not the best driver myself, so I can't get too mad, but like I will get angry at people. I would never like pull over and like start a brawl with someone or like flip them off. No, none of that. But like, I'd like, without cursing, I'd like scream at them in my head or maybe even out loud for a little comic relief for anyone who's in my car, I would say.
Flip your hair.
Yeah, you can.
Give
We
me a
can't
monologue.
respond.
No,
We
we
can't
can't. We
respond.
Oh
can't.
my god, it's only me talking the whole I'm scared. I'm nervous. Guys.
I have one.
Go.